Here in Khancoban today, and I drove in last night. It was beautiful, absolutely stunning scenery around. Not much snow. They've had a lot of rain, but absolutely beautiful here. And speaking to people last night, they've given me a few places to go and check out, which I'm going to do this morning. It's just it's a little bit foggy here, because they're sort of nestled in amongst the mountains, they get a bit of fog, and it might take a while to clear. But I might go for a little bit of a drive. The cafe doesn't open until 9 o'clock, so I don't think I can get a cup of coffee and wait it out. But the sun's sort of peeking through the fog. You can just sort of probably see it on my face. It's just, burning through a little bit. So maybe the fog will be lifting soon. Who knows? But looking forward to checking out Khancoban. It looks like an awesome place. The sun's getting brighter. That fog's still really thick. Some birds down on the mud flats just next to the road here, so I'm going to well, believe me, there are some birds down there. Just can't see them. I can hear them. There's wood ducks, some red-browed finches, welcome swallows, a few things down there, but hard to see in the fog. It's very artistic though. See these trees poking through the fog, the sun sort of behind. If I was a landscape photographer, I'd probably be really happy, but not great for bird photography. Anyway, hopefully it'll lift soon. Well, it's starting to lift, and that's what I'm talking about. It's just stunning country out here. Isn't it beautiful? Just, forget those power lines, of course. But that's part of what this region's economy thrives on, is the snowy hydro scheme, so power stations, and some of the people I chatted to last night are employed by the snowy hydro, so it's very important. But look past those power lines, and that hilly country up behind is just stunning. So I'm looking forward to having a bit of a walk. The road at this point is called Power Station Road, but past this it's called Waterfall Dam Road, and that's one of the places everyone told me to go. So I'm going to spend a bit of time out here, and then I'm going to get my coffee once the cafe opens, and see how we go. Looking forward to it. Should be great. Oops, I missed my turn off. I'm still going on the Power Station Road. I have to turn around, but in a way I'm sort of glad, because the view of these hills up behind, wow. Anyway, better turn around though. Hopefully I can turn around. Bit wet. Got to be sort of careful. Don't want to get bogged. Wow. It's just... The people I was chatting to last night live here, and imagine waking up to that view every morning. Wow. You wouldn't go to work, would you? These are the those big pipes, part of that snowy hydro scheme. They're huge. I don't know how big they are, but yeah, they go way up. I don't know, it's a bit quiet, but they go way up in the hills there. Can't really see, can you? But I'll get out the other side. Yeah, so those are the pipes, go way up in the hill there. And a few kangaroos in the foreground here. And apparently these pipes make a real loud noise, rumbling noise, but can't hear much at the moment. And then over on the other side, just walk across the road here. Yeah, they descend down into the pondage, they call it, that Khancoban lake that I was at before. Now look at that. Oh wow. Those colours. Wow. And see how that river's just smoothed those rocks over time. It's just like a sculpture. Show you the other side too. A bit more peaceful on this side. How's that? I took a bit of a detour and just called in to see a friend here at Khancoban, and had a cup of coffee and been chatting, and lots of nice things around. But yeah, back on the road again now, and heading to a few of the places that she recommended. So we'll see how we go. But the fog's gone, the sun's out, well, periodically out, and yeah, looking forward to taking my time driving back to Holbrook from Khancoban. Take some of the back roads. can see off in the distance there, but I was just driving along this patch of road called River Road, and I reckon, I don't know, 1,000 corellas and sulphur-crested cockatoos were feeding in a field right next to the road, and they all just took off at once. And just, yeah, the sky was full of them. And still, I don't know, there's another one coming over. So the higher pitched calls, you can hear that most dominant call is the little corella. And they're somewhat of a pest now. They've moved into these areas, and obviously there's lots of grain and lots of grass for them to eat, the roots and tubers and bits and pieces. The harsher call, that one there, that's the sulphur-crested cockatoo call. And not so many of those in this flock, but hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of little corellas. And if you look over in the fields over there, you can just see them everywhere you look. And over to the left as well, there's a bit of a plantation of trees over there. I can see heaps of them in amongst the trees as well. So, yeah, I mean, beautiful birds, beautiful cockatoos, but yeah, a bit of a pest. It's a nice place to sit though, on the top of this hill. And yeah, they fly up the gully towards the road. So I'm gonna sit here for a little while, and I've got a cup of coffee in the car, and I'm gonna see if any come back up the hill and try and get some pictures. There's a few galahs in amongst them as well, so yeah, we'll see how we go. So great to go to Khancoban. I had to go there for a work function last night, and yeah, obviously stayed the night, had a bit of a look around today. The fog was very heavy, so no real photo opportunities in the morning, and then catching up with a work colleague at her place for a cup of coffee and just a bit of a chat. She had a beautiful place, just some eastern yellow robins and crimson rosellas, grey fantails bobbing around all over the place. So that was nice while we chatted. And yeah, the drive back was really great. Taking a few of the back roads, just seeing what was around. That flock of corellas and sulphur-crested cockatoos was amazing number of birds in a single flock. But now I'm driving back from Tumbarumba back to Holbrook, and it's just starting to get dark, and I should get home just before it gets too dark, but there may be a few kangaroos and things out on the road still, so I better concentrate on my driving and yeah, see what the weather's going to do tomorrow, and maybe try and get out to a few different places tomorrow.